And we are alive yet again. It's a miracle here again. This is a miracle that we are alive again. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad that everyone is here. Oh, who didn't comb their hair before they came on camera? Oh my gosh, look at that. Anyway, hi. Hi, ladies. We have Melinda and Tori and Maria and Antoinette. And I think a couple of more women are going to join us. I'm just pleased as punch because some of you guys don't know, but my background is television news. And so all my life, I've been under deadlines, right? Deadlines, deadlines, deadlines. So I think I came up with this idea to go live and talk about our Thanksgiving dinners. Probably, I think Sunday night or Monday morning or whatever. So here I am. And thank you so much for you guys humoring me. So I will be reading from my script because I can't remember this stuff. I don't know about you guys, but let's see. Oh, tonight's the night, lovies. Here we go. Welcome to a special live edition of the Ageless Glamour Girls podcast. This is our pre-Thanksgiving Ageless Chat Fest. And yeah, I love the title. What's cooking? Good looking. Uh-huh. So yeah, we're just here. If you don't know us, Ageless Glamour Girls, we salute, empower, embrace all the things women 50 plus on their ageless aging journey. And you know what? I just thought about something. I was supposed to have my picture singular, but it's all good. It's all good. Anyway, on this ageless aging journey, and we talk all things aging, and nothing is off limits. I'm so glad you guys are here. So yeah, so that's my story, and I'm sticking with it. And so I'm so glad that I said, okay, let's do this. So we're going to talk about all things Thanksgiving on the table, and yeah, I don't know. Right off the bat, are you guys team dressing or team stuffing? I'm just curious.
Dressing.
Dressing. Yeah, I'm dressing. I'm dressing. Yeah. Look at
I'll
Maria's like, I don't know. What do you call it, Maria? Dressing, stuffing,
Well, if I'm shoving it in a
dressing.
bird, it's stuffing.
I have never shoved anything in a bird, just
If
so you
it's
know.
not, if it's served as a side dish, it's dressing.
Okay.
It's
Yeah, that's true.
stuffing.
That's true. That
Yeah.
is true. That
So
is so
that's
true,
me.
Maria. So I want to know what is the one dish that you absolutely have to have on the table for Thanksgiving?
I'm not starting. I'll wait.
I love one thing that I have to have on my dish is a sweet potato pie. My grandmother used to make the best sweet potato pie. That right now, if it's not Thanksgiving or the holidays without a sweet potato pie, it don't feel right. That's my number
Wow.
one
And no,
dish.
no pumpkin pie. You're not a pumpkin pie girl.
No, no,
Yeah.
no, ma'am. Sweet
Nor am
potato
I.
pie.
Yeah, sweet potato pie all the way. And let me turn back for a second, guys, because that's Tori. We didn't do introductions. Tori Anna Edwards, and I'm so
Yeah.
sorry about this. Tori, give me your brief introduction.
Oh,
Who are
my
you?
brief introduction.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
hi.
yeah.
My name is Toriana Edwards. I'm from East St. Louis, Illinois.
Woo, woo. My hometown. Woo, woo.
Yes, ma'am. Born and raised here. I'm so thankful that I got a chance to be part of the ageless community, being 55 years old. So I made it by 5 years.
Ooh,
Um,
she's the youngin' in the group. Ooh.
yes, ma'am. Just a little brief thing. I mostly just small business. I used to do cake decorating. Now I went into a small business called Plexus that all about your gut health, and that's
Good
about
health.
it.
Crucial.
Married with
Okay.
kids.
Married with children. Okay. I'm sorry about this. I'm so sorry. Melinda, quick, briefly introduction. Because remember, this is going to be on
Okay.
audio also. So I need people to establish the voices to
Okay.
Melinda
Melinda
Rinzivillo.
Rinzivillo, and I'm a returning ageless glamour girl. I did my first chapter with Marquita and the lovely ladies, and I've already written my next chapter. I just have to edit a little bit. I was a teacher for 43 years. I come from New York, and I've been down here in Naples, Florida now for about 20 years. It's paradise. I love it here. And now I do image consulting for an upscaled boutique, a consignment shop. And it's really lots of fun to work with women, empower them, and help make them beautiful.
Right, right. Which is where we met at the
Mhm.
That's
consignment
where
shop.
we met.
Who doesn't love a
Exactly.
consignment shop? Good consignment shop. Thank you so much. And Antoinette. We lost Maria, but I'm sure she'll be back. Antoinette,
Yes, yes.
introduction.
My name is Antoinette Roberson. I've been an accountant slash project manager for 42 years. I am semi-retired. I work from home. I'm just a busybody. I have my own wellness company. I heard you, Tori, say. I also um, have products that are promoting good health. So I'm enjoying it. It's almost like a ministry.
Oh,
I
nice.
just love helping people and being with people. I met Maquita on the last. This was my first segment with you all, but I've done one with her before. Had fun, and look like this one's gonna be funner because
I
I'm
love
already
it.
enjoying
She and I,
Melinda
yeah, right.
already.
She and I have never met. Yes, yes, in
So
person. Yes.
glad to be here.
Thank you for coming.
I'm just
And
waiting for that
Marie,
cat to make his debut.
that's right. That's right. Oh, that's right. Melinda's kitty cat. Maria.
Hi, Maria Gonzalez from New Jersey. One of the original 12 or 13 of us for the original from the original Age of Comic Girls.
Woo!
Yeah, it's still going. We're still moving.
We're still here.
Voiceover artist, writer, producer. Yep, that's us.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. This is no time for modesty. Modesty, you know this one.
No
Right?
modesty. Oh
This is no
God.
time for modesty.
That that was it, right? That's all I needed to say, right? No, I don't.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no, my signal's sketchy, so if I lose you, I'll come back. So.
Okay. Thank you so much, everybody. And so now you heard from Tori with her sweet potato pie, and she's not team pumpkin pie, nor am I. Yeah.
Who is?
Yeah. Okay, Melinda.
You don't want me to go next, do you? Oh my God.
Uh-oh.
The,
Uh-oh.
the
Uh-oh.
one thing that
What's
I
that
have to
go-to dish
have,
that has to be on the table, Missy?
I'm Italian.
I know.
It's
I like to have lasagna on my Thanksgiving table
That's still
That's
good.
right.
or
That's right.
stuffed shells or something Italian.
Right. Right.
But
Hmm.
in the traditional sense, because I'll eat the Italian stuff. I don't really love turkey that much. I used to, but I do. We do in my family. We absolutely have to have stuffing, which is called Mima's stuffing, which my sister-in-law has learned to make. It's a big, big, big to do where everybody gets together. They get their hands in those pots. We use big pots, and my sister-in-law probably makes 4 huge trays of it left over. I mean, but she learned how to make my mother's stuffing. We call it stuffing, not dressing. And then there's one other thing that we
Whoa,
have
whoa,
to
whoa.
have.
Is there pasta in the stuffing? Just kidding.
No,
Okay. I'm serious. Okay.
I have to have pasta, but it's
Okay.
not Thanksgiving unless we have my mother's stuffing. We have
I
to. And
love
my
it.
sister-in-law learned how to make it before my mom passed. She passed at 90, almost 97. And we had it every year that I can remember. And the other thing that we have to have is my sister's sweet potatoes. Delicious, delicious, delicious. It's more like dessert.
Mm.
Ooh.
Not
Oh.
Thanksgiving without stuffing, gravy, and my sister's sweet potatoes.
I can
Oh, yeah.
I can
I
say
love making the sweet potatoes. Oh my
Oh,
God.
so
I
Okay. Okay.
yeah, I
I'll
can
do.
say what my favorite dish was.
Yes.
So I'd
Maria.
have to say stuffing followed by the sweet potatoes.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Or the pernil. But we've gotten away from eating pernil, so
From what is it called?
pernil, it's pork. It's roasted pork. You
oh,
know, one of
Okay.
one of the traditional.
Pernil. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
pernil.
I love all these cultures. Okay. Miss Antoinette.
I think she
Uh-oh.
froze.
Can you hear us, Antoinette?
I think no, she's there.
Can you hear us, Antoinette?
no, I don't think so.
Antoinette can't hear
Mine
us.
is my famous peach cobbler. Can
Oh,
you hear me?
yes, we can now.
You can
Yes.
hear me?
Yes, we can now. Uh-huh.
Peach cobbler. Peach cobbler.
Yeah. Peach,
You can hear me
peach
now?
cobbler is
My
good.
favorite is
Yeah.
peach cobbler.
Yes.
Try to eat. I like to see people eat it. I make long pans of it. Like to make like my mother do her crust. So good.
Ooh,
But
that sounds
I
good.
try. I don't make mine with a whole lot of sugar. I like the people to taste the peaches and the crust.
Right.
But
Right.
it goes over pretty well for Thanksgiving, so I can't wait.
Now, I'm
Awesome.
one of those people, just like when I used to make banana pudding when I was younger. It's like, can we just cut up just one banana in there and just fill the rest with pudding and cookies? The same thing with a peach cobbler. I just want just one or two peaches and the rest that sweet stuff and the dough.
I have
Mm-hmm.
a good peach cobbler has,
Yeah.
like a flaky crust
Uh-huh.
or cake-like consistency.
Oh, I've never had a peach cobbler with cake-like consistency.
Yeah, it's like cake.
Let me see. At the end of this session, I'm going to have to decide
yeah.
whose house I'm coming
Oh,
over for
yeah.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a crust person, so I
Now-
was like, there's a big argument in my family because my sister likes to make the peach cobbler with like a cakey bottom,
Uh-huh.
and I'm like, I'm a pie crust kind of girl.
Yeah, the buttery
Oh,
crust.
okay. Make the
What-
cake
so-
cake bottom.
Yeah, it's like
Okay,
a
maybe
cakey
it is
bottom.
good.
Yeah.
So what's that one secret ingredient that you think that takes your dressing or stuffing to the next level?
Oh,
I like to put in sage sausage.
Is that an East St. Louis thing?
No, it's a Jersey thing too, because that's the way I like mine. Sage sausage,
Yes,
Yeah. And
which is getting harder to find these days, by the way.
it is. It is very hard.
really, because I
Mhm.
made it last year. Yeah, last year. Yeah, I'm trying to talk my husband. It's not, let's go into a restaurant this year. It's just too much.
Like I said, what's your favorite thing this year? Reservations.
That's right. That's right.
Reservations.
That's right. But I like, and this is my mother's recipe, and I've added some extra stuff in it, if I was making it this year, of course, I'd be chopping all that stuff up right now, and it'll be in the freezer. The usual stuff,
That's right.
the celery, the onions, the cream of chicken soup, a little bit of sugar, salt free, the broth, salt free broth, and like Tori and I just talked about, sage sausage. And I'm crazy. I like to put the cornbread and the croutons in.
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's just like, it's a party. It's a high calorie party, but it's so darn good.
Mm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's really good.
My mother, I never really learned to make my mother's stuffing. I've never done a whole Thanksgiving. I've always gone to my mom for years and years and years. I did it once. We don't want to talk about that. But the stuffing that my mother makes, I'm always a mixer,
Mhm.
loads of cornbread and loads of sausage and chopped meat.
Mhm.
Carrots
Yeah,
and all the rest. I don't
right.
know what my sister-in-law does, but it tastes exactly like my mother's. And she studied it for years. She would go over for days before and just, be an apprentice. She'd learn how to do it. It's delicious.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
That
I
and
mean,
gravy. I could eat that gravy, mashed potatoes and gravy. Forget the
Oh
turkey.
yes.
I'm good.
Because
And sweet
now
potatoes.
in recent years, we buy just a turkey breast now
Mhm.
instead of the whole turkey, and then we'll buy the turkey legs and wings, and then put some of that in the turkey. And then, of course, if you have vegetarians or vegans over there, that's another. I make a separate pot for that too, and just accommodate. Because I remember, I don't think it was for Thanksgiving, but for Christmas. Our house was the house that hosted most of the dinners, right? Most of the, family functions. I hope none of my cousins get mad at me, but in my head, in my mind, but anyway, my mother on Christmas, there would be like 5 or 6 different meats. Somebody's gonna give me feedback. Who's feedback?
Is there a bird in the house? I hear a bird.
I think it's Maria.
That's Maria.
Yeah, I'm having some tech issues here, so I have to log in on
Okay.
my phone because the signal here has been dropping. So sorry about that.
Yeah. Oh, it's okay. But anyway, my mother used to make we would have probably 5 different meats.
Yes. Mhm.
Right? It's like, why do you need all those? And we're so blessings galore, right? It's like we've come a long way. I don't think anybody does like that anymore. I don't know.
Not as much. Not
But
like back in the day, boy.
Right. It's like, and I'm moving further and further personally from turkey, because you eat turkey every throughout the year now. It's not as
Yes.
special as it was as it was back.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I have a question, Marquita. I have a
Yeah.
question. Does,
Uh-huh.
I'd like to know if the other ladies like turkey. If they've lost their taste, I've lost my taste for turkey.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has anybody else lost their taste for turkey?
Yeah. I don't eat it
Not
that much.
yet. 'Cause every once in a while,
Yeah.
I go get some
Yeah.
turkey wings, and then I'll put them in the oven. But it's not like
I,
every
I
month.
don't do I don't
Every
do the
month.
traditional turkey. I do the turkey wings
Me too.
Yeah.
or
Yeah. Yeah.
Cornish hen. I don't do.
Oh, Cornish hens.
I don't
Those are
care for all
popular
that.
on the
That's
Thanksgiving
too much
table, right?
white
Yeah.
meat. At the while, it gets dried out. I don't like my
Right.
turkey dry,
I don't
Right.
even. Yeah, I
right?
only
So I
like
do
turkey
turkey
breast
wings and
once a year.
Cornish hen.
Yeah. Turkey breast, yeah. And
Yeah.
I have to ask this question about Thanksgiving Day disasters in the kitchen, burned turkeys or whatever. But I have to preface it with I was thinking about this. And remember Charlie Brown's Thanksgiving? Remember, I
Yes.
think Lucy, right? Lucy went and invited everybody, almost everybody in the neighborhood to Charlie Brown's house for Thanksgiving. But
Mm-hmm.
Charlie Brown hadn't prepared a meal for Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
So they had popcorn, um, you know,
Toast,
toast. Right,
jelly
right.
beans.
Yes, jelly beans, right. And I'm like, I like that. I like that idea. It's like
It's
you gotta
just.
make do, but his grandmother saved the day because she invited everybody over for
Mm-hmm.
Thanksgiving. But
Yeah.
I was thinking about that, and so yeah, I mean, I guess you couldn't consider it a disaster. But are there any moments that you guys would rather forget in the kitchen, where the whole family is relying on you, and burn something or drop something as you pull it out of the oven?
I
Mm.
think it was my first Thanksgiving hosting,
Hmm.
and I was pregnant, and we had put this big 20 some odd pound bird in the stove,
Hmm.
and my husband didn't put the bottom rack in correctly into the stove, into the oven. So when we went to pull it out to baste it,
Hmm.
of course the thing was rocking, so the bird went up into the air, and the only thing that saved it was I had the meat fork and I stabbed it before it went anywhere.
That's good, Maria.
Fencing skills, and I stabbed it. um it was early on in the cooking game, so it didn't fall apart, so it was still, yeah. So,
Mm.
Mm.
but I mean, all of the Jew in the bottom that went everywhere, but at least the
Oh.
turkey did not hit the floor or hit
Mhm.
any of the other things in the kitchen. So,
Good.
yeah, but that was the only crazy thing that's ever happened to me. And of course, since then, we do not allow him anywhere near the oven.
Girl, girl.
So, yeah,
Funny.
that was our big thing,
And
first started.
it sounds like you guys are. Anybody else have any disasters? I'm sorry.
The only thing I had, I went out to dinner. I mean, went over to a family house dinner. That's n- not my family, but an in-law that family. And I guess they was rushing, and then the turkey was not done on the inside.
Oh,
It
Ooh,
was
that
terrible.
is,
Oh, that's
It
yeah.
looked pretty on the outside, but the inside was not ready.
Oh my
how
gosh. And for
about,
older people, that's real tricky.
being at
You
the
know.
family dinner,
Yes.
carving the bird, and then come across the neck and gullet packet that didn't get taken out?
I
Yeah.
Things.
I guess I have one
Uh-huh.
for me. It's a God long
Ah,
time ago when I was first married, and I made I don't know whether it's a chicken breast though or a turkey breast. Might have been. I think it was a turkey breast, and I left the gizzards and everything inside of it.
Girl,
That was
Sometimes
pretty
you
gross.
hide those things. It's
that
like
people do that.
Yep.
I didn't
Yep.
know. Well, what did I?
Yep.
And
In
then
the
the only
packet and
other,
everything.
it's
and
not
I
that
was so I couldn't look at it. It's like, oh my God, this is the neck and the
see,
God.
Right, right.
That
so
skeeved
the
me
last
right out.
the last
Wow.
couple of
Wow.
turkeys that I've
And the only other thing I have that I can share is that my stepdaughter was here with her daughter. Just left early this morning, and she was telling me about Thanksgiving at her home last year. And her husband loves to cook the turkey. and it was last year. I said, "Well, how'd it go?" She says, "Oh, don't even ask, Lynn. Don't even ask. It was such a disaster. Apparently,
Oh,
their stove went off, so they couldn't
Mhm.
they couldn't
oh
cook
my
the
God.
turkey." But a neighbor across the street wasn't home, and she said, "Well, bring the turkey and everything over. Cook it at my house. It's fine." They were really good friends.
This is
Or
why you need to know your neighbors.
yeah, or she said, you can always cook it on the grill. But her husband was just so upset by the whole thing, he refused to do it. I don't know how they got it done, or
Wow.
whether they ever did.
Mhm.
Wow. And here,
But
here
can you
they are. Here we
imagine
are.
no
We
stove,
survived. We survived. But you know
no?
what? It's like sounds like we're holding on to some of the traditions and then we're incorporating our own as we get older. Like getting back to the holidays at our house, especially around Christmas. My mother, she had this, she had to make her rolls from scratch and all this. And so
Mhm.
we would, my sister and I would be up, and my mother would be up until like 3 o'clock in the morning, getting the rolls together. Right, right.
Mhm.
And then by 3 o'clock, you're like, okay, we're going to bed. And then the alarm clock was set to go off at 6 a.m.
That's right.
because you had to roll them out, right, and let them rise and all this. So I'm like, oh my God. And my sister was so tired one year. She's like, let me tell you, when I get married and have children, we're going to have lunch meat. We're going to have sandwiches for dinner. And we're going to sit around all day long in our pajamas.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she's like, oh my God, it's just too much. Those big meals, they're just too much.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's
And
a
so I
Mhm.
lot.
think, a lot of families, it depends on how big your family is. Some people are still going, with the tradition with the big family meals. And
Mhm.
as I said, I'm trying to get my husband. It's like this year's, I think it's only two of us this year, yeah, because people have moved out, moved away, whatever. And it's like, okay, honey, let's just go to a restaurant because I don't know how to make a small dish of dressings. I
Mhm.
just don't know how. It's just huge. Then I put it in the freezer. Then when do we eat it again?
Mhm.
You eat it, you put it in small enough blocks.
I know I do that, but still, it's
Yeah.
like once Thanksgiving is over, I might make dressing for Easter. You make that a couple of times a year,
I call that my
and
I'd go
so
out.
what'd you
No,
say?
just the two of you go out and enjoy it,
Mhm.
right?
That
Go
is
out
so
and
true.
enjoy it.
You know
That's
what?
so
My
true.
husband's rationale for not wanting to go out,
Uh-huh.
his
Yeah.
rationale was, well, there's no leftovers.
Oh,
Well,
you know
buy
what?
a second
Jerry
meal.
has mentioned that too. Jerry has mentioned that too about no leftovers if you go out.
And that has been a sore point because, I'm used to cooking for 20, 30 people. And then as time has gone on, people have moved away and stuff. So the numbers started shrinking and everybody wants to do their own tradition. So what do you do when you're used to cooking for like 30, 40, 50 people, whatever?
Right.
And time, distance, and and expense, people started just saying, yeah, I don't feel like getting dressed, even though most of the time the people that are coming over are not cooking or helping. So it's
Oh,
and and I just look at the situation and I go, why are we forced to be in a situation to cook a huge meal if
Right.
there's only two people?
Right.
I
Right.
mean, to me,
Right.
it makes more sense to just go out and have a nice meal somewhere and relax
Yeah.
rather than, it's usually the woman in the kitchen doing all the cooking and the cleaning and
Girl.
so it's like, yeah, really, Thanksgiving. Wow, it's a good meal for you. It's not a good
Mhm.
day for me.
That is so true,
Because
Maria.
I'm usually prepping, through 2 or 3 days ahead of time,
Right.
doing all
Right.
of this cooking, then the chopping and the this and the baking and
Mhm.
that. And
Mhm.
then, of course, you want to eat it on a nice plate. So you pull
Yeah.
out the top, you do the whole thing. And then when all is said and done, they're sitting there watching a football game, and you're sitting up there with 4 or 5 sinkfuls of dirty dishes and a bunch of food that nobody is probably not going to go back to. And you got to find a place for it in your refrigerator.
Girl.
you know
That's
when
so
they
true.
go back to it, they go back to it as soon as you finish cleaning up.
Thank you. Thank you. You get it all set. And then they're like, well,
That
I
is
want
so
to.
true.
Never fails.
The kitchen is closed for the
That's
night,
right.
mister.
Or you're washing the plates and you're looking for that one plate because you're like, okay, I put out this many plates of china, I've washed them,
Oh
I
no.
cannot count for this one plate. Where do you find it? The microwave or the oven. and you're like, are you insane putting my nice china plate in the oven?
Oh
You
my
know?
God.
Two
Yeah.
different worlds. Two
Yeah.
different worlds.
Yeah.
The truth comes out, Marquita. The
That
truth is coming out now.
Yes.
that
Women
is so
of the
true.
world who are tired of catering to all of the people that want to sit there and watch the parade and football games on Turkey Day.
Wait.
Unite.
I thought this was about Thanksgiving meals prep and stuff like that. I'm just kidding. It's gone into the husband boyfriend.
Well, we're
Like,
revolting. Some of us are revolting.
I'm just kidding.
There will be many women out there that will be on strike.
I got you. I got you, girl. I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
So yeah, so like you said, Maria, if I was cooking this year, I would be doing some stuff tonight. I'd be out there chopping some stuff tonight.
I'm not even making
or
turkey.
definitely over the weekend. But I want to enjoy the football game. I want to sit. I don't want to clean and
I want to chat. I don't want to be jumping up every 2 minutes to turn something, stir something.
Right.
Something's burning.
Right.
I want to watch the March of the Wooden Soldiers or whatever it is. That's a family tradition.
You just reminded me. You know what my personal family tradition, just for me?
What?
I have to watch that Macy's Day Parade.
The parade.
And every year I cry when Santa Claus comes out. Every single year I cry.
I'm a little disturbed this year because this year 2 new floats are in. It's La Boo Boo and something Demon Hunters. Yeah.
Wait, whose floats?
There's 2 new balloon things in the parade this year. The La Boo Boo, the La Boo Boo dolls that I call.
Oh my
dolls.
God, they're
and
they've been scammed too. Oh my
God. Hunters, the Demon Hunters thing. I
Oh,
don't know
no.
floats this year.
Oh no.
So I don't
We
know.
need an Ageless Glamour Girl float.
Absolutely.
Who do I need to sleep with at Macy's? I'm just kidding.
No.
Well, if you think of that, the float handlers have to be throwing out little candies, because that's a part of our mystique now. Where those ladies that
about the food, but I want to ask Maria and Melinda.
Mm-hmm.
What? Hello?
Yeah.
Oh,
Wait, I don't.
okay.
I don't.
Keep talking,
Maria
Antoinette. We lost you for a
and
minute.
Melinda. You never heard of it? Giblet gravy.
Oh, giblets.
I don't know
giblets.
why.
Oh,
You
yeah, I've
sound.
heard of that. I've heard of giblet gravy.
Oh, that's what I see. Your sound goes too, so I don't know what's going on with that.
Oh, I don't know.
Giblet gravy.
My mother would
That's
make.
some good stuff, but I don't know what's going on, McQueen.
Can you guys hear me okay, except for Antoinette?
Okay. Sounds are leaving each person's up or something.
Yeah, that might be on your end, Antoinette.
I mean, I can hear you fine, but like you'll be talking, and I just see you moving in motion, no sound, and I think that's happening to me too.
I have a question.
See, like now, it's doing it right now.
I have a question about Thanksgiving dessert. Other than pumpkin and apple pie, and maybe pecan pie, does anybody have something different that's a tradition?
Yeah, I mean, a cheesecake. I love to make the citrus cheesecake with the lemon, the lime, and the oranges with the zest.
For Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh my God.
And the peach cobbler.
German chocolate.
Oh, German chocolate
cake.
Yes.
Ooh. The caramel cake.
Yes.
Caramel cake. Oh, my sister-in-law. Nita. Oh my God. That's her. Oof. That's her thing. The caramel cake.
And your peach cobbler.
Yes.
And the peach
cobbler. Because that's the thing. You have to have at least 6 or 7 desserts.
Well, to me, you only have turkey, maybe one other meat, and then a bunch of desserts.
I used to make biscuit tortoni, and I have no place to put it in my freezer. It's a homemade, of course, Italian ice cream. Oh my God. And it's coffee tortoni.
Are you going to make some this year? Just asking
Can
for a
I
friend.
bring it over to your freezer?
Yeah.
I have no room in my freezer.
We have plenty of room in our freezer.
Yes, it'll be parked in the freezer, but then in her tummy.
Oh, you know what? My sister-in-law, when you go into her pantry, she has a corner. where she has all of these. She like collects them when she goes out to dinner. all of these plastic containers. Sorry, people, plastic containers stacked up, and she, oh my God, they prepare a lot of food, and every person goes home with a huge container of regular food and dessert.
Oh yeah.
Marquita, that's the
Yes.
only way to keep uh your Tupperware or containers, the
Hmm.
nice stuff that you put
Hmm.
in your own home. That's the
Hmm.
only way to do it. You make sure that you send them away with the thank you for coming. Here's some goodies, and don't have to worry about returning this container to me. That's
Yeah,
the
it's
only
a
way to do
gift.
it. Only way to do it.
Yes, yes, yes. So yeah, so that, I don't know, that's always been a big thing in Black households, for as I know. You just pack the
Hmm.
stuff up, and everybody, and you get a go thing, and you get a to go plate, and you get a to go. Everybody goes home with a
Yeah.
to go plate, and let's
Same
see, I'm
thing
trying,
here. Same thing.
Same thing
same
here.
thing.
Anybody,
Okay, okay.
everybody, they start to bring their own pans and containers. That's how much
No,
people
you
want to
don't
take
want to
things
bring
home.
that big
That
giant pan.
Italian style. See, oh my God.
You want to just make sure they have a snack or maybe lunch, not food for the entire week.
Uh, right. See,
Just saying.
Because
right,
I don't want
right.
the leftovers. I won't eat the turkey.
Yeah,
I'll
Mhm.
that
eat
turkey. Yeah.
everything but the turkey now.
Now,
When you were growing up, you know how like they make the big family turkey dinner, blah blah blah.
uh-huh. Mhm.
What was the next meal that your mother made with that leftover turkey? Because we one day we sat down and tried to figure
Oh,
out all the different dishes that you make with that leftover turkey until you get to the
turkey
end of the
salad.
carcass.
Turkey salad.
Salad,
Uh-huh.
Yep.
With
uh,
cranberries and walnuts. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Sandwiches. That's
turkey
it.
sandwiches,
Sandwiches, right, right, right.
of course, leftover turkey dinner. Okay, turkey croquetas.
Mm.
What else?
We
Because
didn't
we
do anything
turkey
else with it.
hash. My mother used to make something called turkey hash,
Oh,
and
God,
then
no.
Oh my God, turkey hash. Oh,
yeah,
look at
we
look
used to
at Miss
pray
Lisa.
for. We
Oh,
used to
sorry.
pray when she said, "Here's the end." Turkey
The
soup.
Oh my God.
She would
soup.
boil off the carcass, and then it would be turkey soup, and we were like, "Thank God."
Oh, and speaking of leftovers, that's right. My sister, here's another tradition. We will eat the leftovers the second day. This was at Christmas. Eat the
Hmm.
leftovers the second day, but that's it. The next day you have to have a hamburger and some French fries.
Hmm.
That's our
Like that.
tradition.
Guess what I
Like
had to have?
what
Pizza.
do you have to have?
No,
Pasta. The
pasta.
night no, the night before Thanksgiving, when all
Mhm.
this craziness, you're mixing up all the stuffing and the families flying in, if some of them are flying in or driving in, whatever.
Uh-huh.
That night is pizza night.
Oh, yeah,
It's
that's the
pizza
same
night.
here.
And the
Pizza.
Okay.
world seems to come over to the house because they all know there's going
See.
to be pizza at the Rinzivillo house.
Hmm.
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 Pizza.
Hmm.
That's
I
pizza
love
night.
that. And we have another visitor, not a visitor, a guest. Hi, Lisa.
Hi,
Lisa,
how's everybody doing tonight?
we are
Lisa!
good. Good. And Lisa is she's a busy woman. She's another one of the co-authors from the original Ageless Glamour Girls. Lisa and I, um, she's from St. Louis, and we met in St. Louis. As a matter of fact, East St. Louis is right across the river, Mississippi River from St. Louis, and we worked at CBS together there. Lisa's a big sports person. She did sports, and I did news, and we just bonded. And she took me to
Yes.
my first hockey game, the St. Louis Blues.
Oh, cool.
I think I
Yep.
was the only black person in the entire stadium. I'm just kidding. I'm just
Oh,
kidding.
not true.
No,
Not
I'm just
true.
listen,
kidding. I'm just
it's
kidding.
close.
I'm just kidding. But that was fun. So that's Lisa, and Lisa's chapter was about using the tools in your toolbox when you start looking at your second act, right?
Yes.
To look back at those tools and and go for it like that. And so Lisa could probably Lisa give us a little intro without
So,
taking your eyes off the wheel, of course.
okay, thank you. I'm sorry. I was working late, and so I waited till I got in the car, and I didn't think I'd be on this quickly, but that's okay. So, yes, I've got a long sports background. I've used my different skills in my toolbox to work in things like sports broadcasting, in
Hmm.
healthcare promotions and marketing. I was the chief of staff for the late Governor Missouri, Mel Carnahan. And I've been 22 years at the city of St. Peter's as their director of communications and strategy. I'm also a retired adjunct professor of 26 years of sports marketing. So there you go.
Wow.
Awesome.
Woo, busy lady.
Cooking. Go, lady.
Hello there. It's great to be with you guys tonight. And I love hearing about the traditions from the holidays. And for those of you who don't know, I'm Armenian. And so we have our own traditions of foods and, family gatherings and all of that we can all relate to. And then I also have a story about my tools in the kitchen are not quite as sharp as maybe they are in other places. So I have an episode. If you guys are sharing those kind of things, fine. If not, that's fine too.
I don't know where to start. Let's start with your tradition. What's a traditional Thanksgiving Armenian meal?
So, coming to the United States with, my family, with my grandparents who were genocide survivors. I mean, I hope it's not too loud with the road noise. I apologize. But they embraced some of the American and they threw in some Armenian stuff. So instead of having mashed potatoes, for example, we would have rice pilaf and another kind of pilaf that we make with cracked wheats. And that would be delicious with the turkey and the cranberries and the sweet potatoes. And then instead of having pumpkin pie, we would have, I think what Americans and Greeks call it is baklava. We call it baklava.
Yeah.
And so I actually learned how to make that, although my success is rather limited. We'll leave it at that. But we would have like a fight with the turkey breastbone. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of
wishbone.
Yeah, the
The
wishbone.
wishbone.
the wishbone. Yeah, the wishbone. So you
Same
guys
here. Thank you for
fight
bringing
over
that.
it. Yeah, and then we would play a game where you would break the wishbone. You would have to remember that you broke the wishbone, and so the adults usually would play with kids, and they would try to, whenever you tried to hand the piece of the wishbone or anything else to the kid would have to say, "Oh, I remember," in Armenian, which is mitkase. So we would play, and we would like bet, like if I would remember, my grandpa would get me a candy bar or something, a good old Hershey bar that was at the Armenian Men's Club that had been there for, I don't know, months and had that kind of white crusty stuff on it, but it was chocolate and we loved it.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Thank you. And have you had any, almost said boo-boos. Have you had any oopsies?
Oh, sure.
That you prepared? What's your biggest moment?
So my biggest oopsie moment for Thanksgiving was I tried a new recipe on Thanksgiving, and I know you're not supposed to do that, but of course I did. And so I made sweet potatoes with all the fixings in the crock pot. And instead of having it on low for 8 hours,
No.
I had it on high. And so when I took it out, it was kind of the consistency of ice cream topping. And it was still really good, in my opinion, but other people did not see it that way because it was too liquidy. So that was one.
People can be so judgmental.
And I don't care. And then the other thing I did once was my first time at trying to make baklava at my house. My mother had passed, and my dad loved the baklava, so I'm like, okay, I'm going to try to make this. And I had it in the oven for as long as I was supposed to.
Uh-oh. She's going to have to text us the rest of her.
The oven thing. I know it's got to be done. And my dad said, Lisa, this is the whitest baklava I have ever seen. Well, it was white because my oven wasn't getting over 200. So
oh my God.
I didn't have pumpkin pie because the baklava was what we were supposed to have for the dessert. So anyway, but I learned that you need to check your oven with a thermometer and not by what's on the oven.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. And you were, thank you for that story. You reminded me of a story. This was not Thanksgiving, but this is when I had first started dating Jerry. And I used to love to go find the fancy recipes and cook them, right? And he would go along with it, whatever. And so one day, somehow I added some red sauce to a dish that really didn't call for red sauce. I don't know what I was thinking to this day. But anyway, I tasted it and it was horrible. And so he sat down and he started eating it. And then he's like, he put his fork down. He's like, baby, always go along with what you do in the kitchen. Your fancy dishes and all that. And he's like, but I can't eat this. And so off we went to the pizza place,
Oh my God.
But it wasn't Thanksgiving. But it wasn't Thanksgiving.
The Italians saved the day again. I'm telling you.
That's how you say the day again. I love it. I love it.
It's
And you
better
mentioned
Chinese food, right?
What'd you say?
I said the other fallback is Chinese food.
Oh
There you
my
go.
God, that is so
There you go.
true.
Not
That is
for
so
me.
true. Wow. When I was in
eat
New
Chinese
York
food
City,
I can eat Chinese food maybe once a year. That's it.
really,
That's it.
girl,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to take you to a good place. Now, when I was in New York City, my favorite joint was Italian. Because Italian restaurants were everywhere and they just had the best food. But then when I moved to Florida, I don't go that much to Italian restaurants that much. And now I guess I do more of a variety and stuff. Yeah, I just love
I
food.
found
period.
some good ones. I found some good ones.
Oh yeah.
Here. Yeah. I did.
Okay. Okay. Now you see this right here. You probably don't see it. Wait. See that?
Yeah,
What does
No.
that look like?
Yes.
That's
What
a
does it
bruise.
look like?
Yeah.
It's my birthmark, but what does it look like?
I can't tell. It's half off the screen.
Oh,
A big bruise, it looks like.
no, it's beautiful. You can't see it really, but it's a beautiful. It's round. It looks like a pancake, but really it's a hamburger.
And how
That
do we
is my
know this is
favorite dish in the world. And I'm one of those people, I'm an even eater. So I'm one of those, if I have a cheeseburger and fries and a Coke, I'll take a bite of the burger, eat a fry, sip Coke. Burger, fry, sip Coke. Does anybody else even eater like that? So at the end of the day, everything goes at the same time.
Oh my God.
Everything goes at the same. But I've seen people that they might eat their dressing first, and that's gone. Then they'll eat their sweet potatoes. I'm like round robin. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of that. You know what? Has anyone written any books about that? Is that some kind of personality disorder?
Don't make it a
wondering.
disorder. I call it deliciousness. And
You call it what?
combo, I just call it Play-Doh deliciousness because there are certain things like, okay, the dressing, stuffing, and turkey and the gravy got to go, and then it's got to be a little bit of cranberry sauce, and then you can either mix it up and put a little bit of veg there, or mashed potatoes or mac and cheese or whatever's on the menu there, and it kind of different combination spoonfuls is what it's about.
Yeah,
The same thing. So
yeah. I had this idea.
I call it a tasting menu, but
yeah. I had this idea about 20 years ago when food trucks first came on the scene. I think it was like 20 years ago, and I'm like, I was going to open up a restaurant, and it was going to be in New York City, and it was going to be called Bites. And because when you're on a diet and stuff, you're still craving a burger and French fries. So you will go there, and you're like, I'll have 3 bites of a burger, 4 fries, and 2 sips of Coke. And you're going to pay extra for that, but then you don't have the calories, and you're eating what you want. You know what I'm saying? So you're still satisfying that need. And that was going to be my restaurant.
Cool.
That was going to be my restaurant, which, that didn't happen. But that's the same concept. So you eat a little bit here, you eat a little bit there. And before you know it, everything's gone. And it was a darn good meal. I remember also in New York City, growing up in the Midwest, I'm going to show you this, guys, right here. It's like, oh, did you guys have charm school? Did you guys remember Sears? Sears had a charm school in East St. Louis, Missouri. And
I went to it.
And I went to that charm school. My mother was so determined to make me a lady, and
You went to charm school?
I went to charm school. You wouldn't know it, right? I went to charm school.
I was gonna say.
It's like what I remember about that school is walking up and down the room with the Sears
book on your head.
On my head.
Yeah, put the book on your head.
Yeah, yeah. And the reason I bring that up is because, when I eat, and I still do this to this day, I am who I am. you have your fork and then you have your knife and then you cut. Or, I'm trying to think if you have you know what I'm saying? Oh, wait, your fork and your knife. Yeah, this is your fork and this is your knife and you cut and then you switch the fork over to the right, right?
Mhm.
And then you eat it. And then when I was in New York City, I noticed, I'm like, oh my God, I've been eating incorrect all this time. Where did I learn in charm school? They probably taught me that in charm school, but I forgot how you're supposed to cut it with a knife and then be all dainty and stuff and put the food on the end of the fork, and not have to switch you all know what I'm talking about.
Mhm.
Well, from where I sit, after watching a lot of people eat, they really need to go to charm school.
You're
people, people are hunched over.
right,
They don't
right.
look up, you know?
And I've just been so obsessed with that too. I've watched it over the years, so I'm obsessed with how people eat. And I know that's kind of crazy, but I mean, we have our things. We have our thing, and yeah. And Lisa, you had mentioned kids earlier. Did you guys have to? Did you all remember sitting at the kids' table way back when?
Yes.
Way back, Tori, the youngin in the house.
Yep.
Yes, she remembers that.
Kind of the oldest of the younger ones, so I had to watch them, but sit at the kids' table to watch the younger kids, like I'm babysitting.
Oh,
You're 16 and you have to sit at the kids' table because you had
oh,
9 years
that ain't
olds and
right.
12
That
year
ain't
olds. I'm
right.
like, this ain't fun. This ain't
That
fun.
ain't right. That is
I
not
Mhm.
right.
sat I sat at the kids' table. I volunteered to sit there because I thought it was
Mhm.
a hoot. It's really fun.
Mhm.
Oh, and I know they
But
love
then again,
you,
I taught school forever, so
Oh,
oh
yeah.
Auntie Melinda. And you know what? We had mentioned um, um, mac and cheese. Have you guys seen that commercial about Kraft mac and cheese with made out of apple pie apple pie flavored mac and cheese?
oh
No.
God.
Why would they
That
do that?
Kraft has lost its mind.
Yeah. No.
At this point, I mean, people are just throwing stuff in. It's like, what are we gonna have? What
Mm-mm.
are we gonna do? What are we gonna do?
No. That's
And
all right.
so let's see. We talked about desserts, and we talked about our favorite dishes, and we talked about our boohoo upsy oopsies, and let's see. I, I wrote something down here about forget to get an ingredient. My mother was like that. She would send my father out, trying to find one thing on Thanksgiving Day. Back then, everything
Mhm.
was closed. You guys know a lot of stuff was closed
Mhm.
back then.
Mhm.
Actually not my father, but my brother or I. She would go try to find one thing. But nowadays, everything is open. Just about. But I love Thanksgiving because Thanksgiving is that one day that now of course the holidays. Not everybody celebrates Christmas. People do have their own cultures and religions, but it
Mhm.
seems that Thanksgiving is one of those universal meals where everybody does Thanksgiving. It seems,
Pretty
at
much.
least the way I was raised, and in my view, coming up, it was one of those, one of those meals that everybody did Thanksgiving. But so yeah, I hope we get our wish, Maria, that we don't have to cook this year. That we,
Yeah, that would be
that we don't
lovely.
have to cook. Anybody else have anything to
That's what
share
I'm
about?
waiting.
Huh?
Don't get it twisted. I love cooking, but this year between the wrist being shattered and just
That's right. Oh my God,
everybody's,
Maria, you
yeah,
cannot cook this year.
yeah.
Maria, let me tell you guys about Maria. When I talk to her through the week, I'm like, oh, what's for dinner? You know how we ask people, what's for dinner? I say, what's for dinner? Oh, I'm gonna make some chicken and some asparagus and some potatoes and this and this. And I'm like, what the frick? That's a Sunday meal in my house. My husband loves to get so Maria is like, Maria, your poor household with your injured hand, wrist girl. I don't know how they're gonna survive if you don't cook.
Well, for the past since this happened like the last Wednesday of August, it's been hard. I don't like a lot of fast food, and we've had more certain things than I care to shake a stick at, and I've gotten food poisoning like 2 or 3 times,
Oh
and
my
I
God,
can't,
no.
I don't know if anybody else has been noticing, but the food handling standards of a lot of these places have dipped since all of these
Maria,
places are half a step from going. bankrupt. And so it's really hard. And I've been very picky about what I've been and where I've been eating, not to mention the expense. We
Oh
were
my God.
talking about getting just like one of the burger chains, one of the more upscale ones like Shake Shack or Five Guys. And we were looking at the cost of a burger, order of fries, and a milkshake, and we're talking almost $30. So the
Right.
expense of that is just it's gotten to the point where it's unaffordable, unattainable if you're on a budget to be eating out. And that's just for one person. I'm not even talking of a family of 4 or family of
Yeah, everything has.
thing has gotten cost factor. So I've gotten to the point where I prefer not to eat out.
Yeah,
You know,
we love
everything.
preparing food.
And I love to cook, but with this risk being inoperable, it's been kind of real fun.
And I'm funny when I go to a pizza joint and I see the guys throwing the pizza up, and I always go here. I'm like, damn, did they wash their hands after they came back from the bathroom? They're young, 14, 15 years. I hope they wash their hands. I'm crazy like that. It's like
That it has probably one of my best memories was when I was in college and I worked at a pizzeria and I learned how to do it. So I actually know how to flip the dough and do it.
girl, I would be an I Love Lucy.
It's a
It'll be an
lot
I
of
Love
fun,
Lucy moment
but
if I flip some
yeah, it
dough.
would be you and I would be a I Love Lucy moment. Yes, I can see that. There's stuff everywhere because you're not using. You can't have nails to do it. You got to have short nails,
Right.
and you're actually on the back of your hands. You're flipping the dough around using the back of your hand, not the palm of your hand. But it's an art form for stuff.
Yes. And I don't know what's going on. Getting back to it's the fast food place. It's just tricky. Like I went to Wendy's a couple of weeks ago. So I ordered through the window, and then I got up there, right? And I said, my Coke should be easy ice, right? Because I love Coca-Cola and I drink it like probably once or twice a month because it's so good. But anyway, so I looked and she's like, "Oh, you want large?" I said, "No, just the smallest one you have." I'm like, "Give me a kitty cup." So she stoops down and she picks up one of those, what is it, 1 liter or 2 liter of Coca-Cola in the bottle, right? In the bottle. And then she proceeds to pour it in the glass. I'm like, "Excuse me." I'm like, "I don't want that Coca-Cola. I can, I like the Coca-Cola." That's why McDonald's is so good because they have the best Coca-Cola with the perfect combination of carbonation, and everything. Yeah, I'm like, I thought that was just horrible that she's going to pour in, especially in my sight. I'm like, at least take it in the back room and pour it in. Oh my God. But yeah.
Wow.
But
That's
yeah.
crazy.
So let's see, what else? Wait, before we go, I found some cute little funny things to say. Oh God. This is some one-liners, okay? This was talking about the oops moments, right? And one is like, "Listen, if your rolls aren't burnt at least once, is it even Thanksgiving?" But okay, and we already talked about the Charlie Brown. Okay, let's see. Okay, here it is. Okay. So even if your mac and cheese curdles tonight, at least you're not serving popcorn and jelly beans. Oh, that was like Charlie. Okay. Let's see. No turkey, no mac and cheese, no greens, peppermint patty. Oh man, what happened to mine? I had some cute little sayings, but I can't find them. Oh well. Oh well. Anyway, okay, we're gonna end this with gratitude because after all, Thanksgiving is about gratitude and coming together, sharing families, stories, love, recipes, whatever. So I wrote something and let's see. So anyway, I wrote some stuff, but I'll read that in a second. But I'm just curious as do you guys more and more people, and I'm one of those. Every night I try to write now just 3 things that I'm grateful for every night. Um, and years ago, I used to write like 10 things. And it's like, oh my, you write stuff like the little boy in the store smiled at me today. The little 3-year-old smiled back, and
Mm.
little stuff like that. But so I just started the 3 things at night. You write down the 3 things that you're thankful for, and then you write 3 things that you must accomplish tomorrow. So right off the bat, do you guys, what are you so thankful for at this very moment?
I think I'm thankful that I'm relatively healthy,
Hmm.
that I have a roof over my head,
Hmm.
that I have food in my refrigerator to eat.
Hmm.
Those are the 3 things that I think I'd be thankful for. And then, of course, my family.
Hmm. Hmm.
But, you know, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Gratitude. Anybody else? Gratitude, thankful in this very moment. I'm thankful for you guys.
Well,
And
I am thankful.
uh-huh.
Well, I'm thankful for I guess my husband, July 13th, 53 years old, had a stroke. He's doing a whole lot better. Could have been worse off than, you know, it could be worse. It could have been
Right,
worse. Right
right,
now he's moving, he's walking, he's doing his rehab because they told me that if he didn't do it with me, he would have passed away. So I'm thankful that
Oh, wow.
he's improving, he's moving, and tomorrow, well, Thanksgiving this year, when we got married on the 27th of November, it'll be 21 years, and every few times is on Thanksgiving. So this year is Thanksgiving, and I'm thankful that he's here with me on this anniversary on Thanksgiving.
Oh, that's
oh
beautiful.
yes, oh I love that. Yes, yes, yes,
Beautiful.
thank you. Yes, yes. All
Mhm.
right, anyone else? And I met
Oh,
him
Yes.
recently. Yes,
Oh,
nice guy. You guys, yes, I love it. Yeah, soulmates.
I
Anyone
wouldn't,
else?
I wouldn't know where to start. Um, I'm thankful for so many things. It's
Mhm.
just unbelievable. I mean, to say that I'm thankful for my cat, believe it or not, I really am, because she's crazy, but she's comforting. She is. Her name is Luna, and she's every bit of lunatic. That's what I call her. But I'm
And
really,
you guys missed it earlier. She was above when we
yeah. Oh
said
my
earlier.
God, she was walking up here, and Lisa knows I lost my cat because Lisa gave me beautiful counsel, and I appreciated it. But I did get another cat, Lisa, and but I am thankful for her because she's very comforting. But I'm
Good.
thankful. I'm thankful actually to be alive. I mean, I know that sounds, you know,
Mhm.
silly
No,
in a way, but
no,
I
Mhm.
mean,
not
so
anyway.
many, when I get on Facebook, so many of my classmates haven't made it.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
I
Girl,
think
that is so
about that, and it's like,
right.
I'm just thankful that my time isn't over here and that there's things that I still have to accomplish.
Hmm.
Mhm.
And, I am thankful for everything because everything to me is a gift. I know that sounds weird. I'm
No,
even
Mhm.
thankful for hard times. I have had
Mhm.
to really work
growth.
on that because in
Right.
the hard times and in the grief, I get to become stronger
Hmm.
and I get to learn something from all of
That's
these things. I don't know how else to say it, but I am.
the
I'm
growth.
thankful just to
Mhm.
be alive, to have new friends. I mean, I don't know what else to say. My prayer life, everything. I could make a list of things I'm
It's
thankful for.
beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you. Thank you. Lisa, Antoinette, anything to offer?
I'm
well,
thankful to be on this adventure
I'm
with all of you.
thankful this
Yes.
year.
Yes.
Oh, go
Oh,
ahead.
And it is an adventure.
oh, I have a hole in my shirt. But yeah, I'm sorry, Antoinette. Oh, Lisa or Antoinette?
Think
Anybody?
she's
Lisa?
freezing a little bit, Antoinette freezing.
Did
Yeah.
I listen? I'm sorry.
There you
I'm
are.
thankful this year has been. I don't know. Can y'all hear me? I said
Yes.
I'm thankful this year has been a big health overcome for me. I overcame breast cancer, and I'm no
Oh,
longer
God.
insulin dependent. So
Thank
I
you.
am. God gave me about good 30 years back. Good 30 years. I've been very vibrant and happy, and I'm sharing to others. I got a opportunity. I don't know if anybody from Texas know about Fort Hood,
Yeah.
the
I'm not from Texas, but I do know about Fort Hood.
Yeah, I
Army
know for
base in Killeen, Texas. I
Mm-hmm.
to help the men and women who are standing on the front line for us. So I'm encouraged with that. You know, it's just about for me spreading the joy and the victory of the Lord and giving people hope. So,
Mhm.
I love it. Love it. And
I
you
love it.
mentioned joy. Where do you guys find your joy?
Oh, don't you
yeah.
start now. That was my
That was Melinda's
chapter.
chapter. I
Finding
loved
my
it.
joy was my chapter.
Uh-huh. 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 You know, as you get older, it's like you find it. Like I mentioned earlier,
Got
the
a
little
whole
kid.
series brewing now with that.
Exactly. The
Yes.
little boy
Yes.
smiling at me. You know, the other day, a biker, bicyclist came out in front of me, and but by the grace of God, I didn't hit him because he just zoomed out and he didn't make the stop like he was supposed to. So it's
Mhm.
little stuff like that,
Mhm.
and is that and I see that, is that a sign from God telling me I need to slow down,
Mhm.
yeah,
and
yeah.
Mhm.
you know, but yeah, you find your joy wherever you can, right?
Yes.
I
Yes.
mean, yes,
We
yes,
Yeah.
just need to be open to it.
yeah,
You know, in our
mhm,
Yeah.
busyness, we can overlook it, but
right.
there is
Mhm.
joy everywhere,
That's
everywhere.
so true. And of course, as we were talking about earlier, we have some of our uh, original co-authors on there on here, and I'm just so thankful for you guys. I'm just so thankful that God brought us all together, because some of the women in the book I've never met. I slid into their DMs, or on Facebook. We followed each other, and one of these days we're still going to meet, because most of the women have never met each other. So in the
I
book,
can't
in a
wait.
small group, uh, they're like 13 of us, 12. See, I think it was Melinda mentioned that earlier. It was 12 or 13, because there were 12 of us. But then my friend who wrote the foreword, Pat Battle, she ended up
Right.
writing her own chapter. And it was just, icing on the cake. So really, technically, there are 14 of us. Anyway, I bring all that up to say I'm so thankful for that. I'm so thankful for so much. And here's our book. Boom! This is No Time for My.
Yay.
And here we are on the back. And we're
Woohoo!
working on volume 2, if anyone's interested in joining us. And we are going to have, I finally nailed down a date with the publisher. We're having a huge meeting on December 6th. And it's going to be recorded. So if you can't make December 6th, then I think it's going to be at noon on December 6th. Then we're talking about volume 2, and we have a whole spread of new deadlines now. Because
Oh,
originally we were
good.
trying to get March, but it's just been so much craziness going on around everybody. It's called life, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm so excited to say that. So if anyone's interested on this in this group, or not, or listening or watching or whatever, just email us at info@agelessglamourgirls.com, info@agelessglamourgirls.com. And this, even though it's supposed to be turned the other way, here's my little t-shirt. I have been working on the Ageless Glamour Girls boutique. A lot of work. Lisa, this is my third act. I'm trying to use some of the tools in my toolbox for my third act. But with all of this new technology and this new, you know, this old phrase now, hustle economy and all that, I'm learning stuff that I'm just shocked at the amount of stuff I'm learning. But I have no other choice, because it's only me, and I have to learn all this stuff. And but I'm loving it. But I say all that to say, the Ageless Glamour Girls Boutique will finally be open. I met with the guy today, this guy from Pfeiffer. I don't know if you guys know Pfeiffer. Is helping. He's putting the basics in it, but I'm doing all the rest of the stuff. Oh my God! So, but I'm so excited about that. I'm so thankful for that. And
That's
so yeah, and yeah, I'm seriously, I'm so thankful for you guys, and thank you for taking time out of your busy week, and because everybody's busy, right? If you're retired, if you're semi-retired or whatever, everybody is busy, and
mhm.
that can be a beautiful thing too. because as you get older, you gotta stay on it, right? Got to stay
Yes.
on it. You have to, you have to keep that mind sharp any way you can. The body, and t- Tori, I love her Facebook page. I see her out there walking all the time, getting it in, and
Yes.
Maria, until she
Mm.
broke her hand, she'll be back soon. But she's a dancer. She's a
I'll be
ballroom
back on the
dancer.
floor soon.
Back on the floor soon, and
Yeah.
you just keep doing your thing. And I go walking almost, yeah, just about every single day.
Good.
Somebody was asking me about my playlist, and I have one song on my playlist, and every time it's 3 minutes and 1 second long, and every time it goes to the end, I switch it back over to the left so to play again. I have to share what that is. It's a rap song, but it's so phenomenal. It's a rap song uh, combined with classical music. I love classical music, and that one song that one song. So yeah, I'm out there. You just got to keep moving that body, keep moving that body,
Yes,
and
ma'am.
socializing, right? Right?
Mm-hmm.
You got to keep socializing. And my husband is like, "Oh, you talking to your sister again?" I'm like, "Yeah, every day. I'm gonna talk to my
Yes.
sister."
Yeah.
It's like yeah, you have to
Yeah.
keep reaching out and just and staying active and staying social. Anybody have one piece of advice about managing this wonderful ageless aging journey?
Mm, I have a little something.
Okay.
I don't know if anybody ever do, because me, when I guess perimenopause is trying to figure out what was going on, because there was some
Right.
crazy stuff that was happening that I thought I told my doctor they need to do something before I kill people or
No,
kill somebody,
no, right,
because I didn't know what was happening.
right.
But they sent me to all kind of things, even a nutritionist, and then she was talking about um, um, my gut. So a lot of things that I didn't realize, that your gut has a lot of um things that's happening to your body. Your gut is like the
Right,
center. So
right,
you have a lot of issues like the weight loss or the
right,
bloating and all that, the menopause, the hot flashes.
right.
The gut is the main thing. So I did learn something and more concentrating on things I put into my gut. And that helped out a whole lot with my menopause and a lot of stuff.
Wow,
Yes,
that is
ma'am.
so true. You can't
Yeah.
eat and drink like you did in your 20s,
No, if
30s.
in this February I was 179. Now I'm down to 154. So just by watching your gut and walking, so just little stuff like that. Because I
Right.
mean, I was getting the what's they call fluffiness. I didn't like being fluffy.
I like it.
Guess
I used
what I
to
have?
I used to say,
I
"I'm
have
not
that,
fat,
the
I'm
fluffiness.
fluffy."
I'm
I'm
fluffy.
fluffy.
Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't want to be
not
fluffy.
good.
That's cute for a teddy bear, not for me. I don't want to
Right,
be
right. And
fluffy.
yeah. But you're so
So
funny with
yeah.
the menopause. It's like, yeah, I didn't know what was going on either. And then,
Hmm.
but I've later apologized to my husband because I was like
Yeah.
Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Yeah, I was ready to choke some people. I was ready. I was
And
going to be in jail.
I
I was like,
you don't know. I think now to this day, only a certain percentage, a small percentage, last time I checked, of doctors, are trained in nutrition
Oh
and
yeah, a
menopause
lot of them don't,
stuff. And
especially menopause. They just think, oh, it's just something you go through. You just, just going through it. It's like it's natural. You're supposed to have all these symptoms. No, you got to help me.
No, it's not
You know,
normal.
no,
right,
it's like I'm trying to tell you what's happening to me. Oh, it's just like it's in my mind or something is not right. No,
dismissive. Yeah, that.
yeah,
It just mess us right.
Yeah, you just have to keep going until you find that doctor who will listen to you, who gets you. You know
yes.
what
Hmm.
I'm saying? You get me. And that can be tricky too. But yeah, thank God today there's so much more information out there about menopause.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, but yeah, I remember those days, the Perry, Tory. Yeah, Perry versus Post. Well, you
Oh,
know
okay.
what?
Well,
I don't even say I'm clear out of menopause because out of the blue, I'll get hit with a hot flash. And
Mm-hmm.
so, you
Well,
know,
I'll say I'm past it. I'm going to throw something in that I am thankful for, and that is 2 years ago I was diagnosed with osteopenia, which is the thinning of the
Yes.
bones, and so
Oh.
I started circuit training with
ooh,
with the weights. I
yes.
just got a bone density scan about 10 days ago, and
Uh-huh.
I now have normal bone density.
Ah,
oh
that is
wow.
Nice.
So
awesome.
Lisa, I'm
so
on
I'm
this journey. I have to talk to you.
It's
Yeah, because I broke my wrist, and yeah, so they did the density test on me as well. And I've never had a problem. 5 years ago, they told me my bones were like a teenager, a 20-year-old. And now they're like the whatever, penia thing. They said,
osteopenia. Mm-hmm.
Me
Oh
too.
they
wow.
told me
Me
that
You
too.
too, Melinda? You too? See, I have my test on Friday, my DEXA on Friday.
yeah,
So
Mm-hmm.
that's the DEXA test. But
yeah.
they
Mhm.
told me my calcium levels and my calcium and D
So
vitamin.
you got to take the calcium and vitamin D together. The vitamin D helps the bones actually
Right.
absorb the calcium that you're taking. If you're taking calcium without vitamin D, it's not really
Yeah.
helping you.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you have to take
Yeah.
those together. And I do 20-minute circuit training workouts with a trainer here with with
Mm-hmm.
special equipment that gives you resistance the
Good.
whole 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And I was kind of worried because my grandma on my mom's side, my mom, my aunt, they all had
Mhm.
osteoporosis, but they were all petite. And I look like my dad's side of the family, and those women are, shall we say, a little more robust. And so, but anyway, and so I thought, I don't have to worry about this. I don't look
Mm.
petite like my mom and that side of the
Mhm.
family. And I was wrong.
Well,
And
Oh.
so, yeah, so that, it is, you have to be diligent about it. And I am, I mean, I make the time, and with it being just 20 minutes, it's, I had to do
Worth
something
it.
that fit into my insane schedule,
Mhm.
and I made it work. And so I'm a
Right.
big believer in it. My doctor was really happy. In fact, she called me herself and said that it's so rare that I get to, give this kind of good news. I wanted to call you myself. So I
Oh,
felt really
nice.
great about that. So
well,
yeah,
this is
I
Good.
mean, you
weird
Yeah,
can
that
do it.
Twice a
the
week?
strength
Is it
training. Yeah,
strength
cardio is one
because
thing.
I've been
That's
training all along. So,
it's twice a week?
but once I took
Hmm.
that fall, I've been kind of the last 12, 14 weeks now. Yeah, I've been off because I can't train.
Sure.
And I just had my DEXA like a couple of days ago. And
yeah,
when that came back, I was kind of shocked. What do you mean? I'm in, so yeah, I've got to go get all of the
yeah.
calcium.
That
Get
strength
all
training
that.
is crucial. More and more
Yeah.
doctors are saying if you do
Yeah.
nothing else, strength train.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Yep.
And
I
it's
just
need
not,
to
off the
do that,
cardio.
and I need to get rid of Fluffy. So
it's,
Tori's helped me
I can
too.
help you with Fluffy. Yes, ma'am. I got
Yeah,
something for
getting back
you.
to what you were saying
I
earlier,
got
Tori.
Fluffy.
They say inflammation is keeping us
Information.
from being
It's
great.
all
You know what I'm
information,
saying?
candida yeast,
Is
all that.
all.
not
And
hearing you.
oh, you mentioned
We're
it
not
as
hearing you.
my mother
That's
before she
another talk.
died was
And I have
plagued
to
with.
do resistance training. But
Yes, you do.
I kept myself so busy. Marquita knows
Mhm.
how busy I've been. I've been in two different clubs, the vice president of one, doing all the events. Oh my
Oh, we
God.
thought you were
And
talking about the
it's like,
Saturday
what
night
about
club in
me? I
Naples.
loved it.
Yeah,
I loved it. But I need time for me,
that's
the
right.
Hmm.
healthy part.
That's
And
right.
people
Mm-hmm.
say, oh, what are you going to do now? Are you going to start this? You're going to do that? It's like, no, I'm going to carve out time for me, which is difficult to do because I had that foot issue. So walking for me is very difficult, but I can ride
Mm.
one of those bikes.
Well,
And
the
I think
strength.
I can do the strength training. So it's time to
Yeah,
start.
So the
yeah.
strength training is not free weights, guys. The free weights it's good to do that, but the strength training actually is
The
working
machine.
on your joints. Yeah, it's machines. It's like a
Uh-huh.
machine that you have to go to a gym or somewhere for. So with
Right.
Okay.
that kind of equipment.
Right.
Okay.
But you can do it. I mean, I was like, but you can do that. I've lost 15 pounds since March.
Awesome.
The old fashioned way,
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
exercise and diet. What a crazy
Yeah.
idea. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Wait, like I
I can
told my
see that
husband, if
you
I lose
lost
two
weight.
pounds, I'm doing my happy dance. 2 pounds, that's a big
Wow.
deal.
Yes. A win, a
It
win.
is.
So
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, but
So I can
not to
do
say
it.
strength training is not important. But
I
yeah,
can
that's what
do
Jerry's always
this.
telling me. I got to get to the gym
Mm-hmm.
and
Guess
do
what,
all those
Marquita? You
do
might
all
be
those
going to
things.
the gym with me, girl.
okay.
Girl, it's like, and we have a gym right here in the complex, but
Uh,
it's so funny. It's like, I'm like, are these people washing their hands when they touch this equipment? I'm the,
You
oh,
could.
we
Yeah.
need to
I've
I'm
find a
seen
really
it
a
pair of
serious
before.
gloves.
germaphobe.
I
Bring
always
me
wipe it
over one
myself.
day. I'll get you started.
Okay,
We'll wear
okay.
gloves.
And one of these days, that's what I'm going to order on the app. Yeah, I'm going to order some gloves. I really need gloves. Then I'll feel better because
Oh my
yeah,
God.
about picking up and push, And I used to love that machine where you sit down and do this with your
Yeah,
legs.
the feet. Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
it. Yeah. That's one of the machines I use on
Oh,
a regular
okay.
basis. Yeah.
Yeah,
Good.
I got to do
Okay.
all that stuff.
Do
Okay,
you
we're gonna get
recommend
back
do you
into this.
recommend
I
having a
love.
personal trainer?
I do if you
I
can.
totally do.
It's just to start out at least so
Okay.
that they can show you how to use this stuff. And if you can
Okay.
afford it, I would go to a place where you can do it. Guys,
Good.
I've got a roll, but this has been
Yes,
great.
I
It's
yes,
do
so
we're
great
too.
we're
seeing
about we're all
everybody.
of us are gonna roll. So
Okay.
thank you so much, guys. I love the way the conversation went from Thanksgiving to the ageless aging journey because that's what it's all about, right?
I have to
Awesome.
And
leave too.
so thank you guys so much, and cheers for being on here, and have a great Thanksgiving, everybody,
You
and
too.
blessings galore. And here's to healthy aging and joyful living, and we'll reconnect again real soon. Love you guys.
You too. Bye
Bye.
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 Nice to meet you all. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
I'm trying to figure out how to end the stream. There it is. End the stream.
Bye-bye.
Here we go.
Me too. I'm trying to figure out too. Like, where is it at?
There we go.
I
Okay. Yeah,
don't
in the
even
stream. Yes, in the
know.
stream. In the stream.